Hello Virgo, what is going on? Welcome to your January 2023 love and romance reading. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that your new year is off to a fantastic start. So this reading may resonate if you have a Virgo sun, moon, rising, Venus, or any other strong Virgo placements. Please remember though that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. These messages may not resonate with every Virgo out there, and that is totally okay. If you are looking for any additional guidance and predictions related to this reading, if the messages really happen to resonate with you, you can find a link to the extended reading in the description box below. Stick around at the end of the video to see a preview of it. And lastly, if this reading does resonate, please let me know below and give this video a thumbs up. I do read all of my comments and would love to hear from you and just hear about how these energies are manifesting in your life. All right, Virgo, enough of me talking. Let's dive into this. So for the two oracle cards that we pulled for the overall energy, we have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So maybe some of you have Pisces in your chart. Maybe your person does, but that is not necessary. And then we have learn through this. So this is beautiful energy. So with this new moon in Pisces and learning through this, there is a new start coming, because this is what new moons are all about, right? But right now, it's time to take a step back and regroup. Whatever is going on at this time will pass, okay? At this time, though, you may be dealing with some disappointment, confusion, or even feeling a bit let down. Or you could be expecting to be let down because you've experienced this before. So be sure that you are not stuck in a state of self-deception or jumping to conclusions that something in particular is going to happen, okay? You don't want to be your own worst enemy here with the thoughts that may surround your mind or within your mind at this time, okay? And there definitely may be some negative emotions that you may need to let go of that have occurred within this connection, or this could just be you, possibly just your person. But this card, meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces, this card is really about using your feelings to guide your way, face your fears, and just surrender to the divine and not getting caught up in those negative emotions, but really just letting them go. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for the overall energy. The overall energy, I feel like this is really about getting through a tough situation and getting out on the other side, learning some lessons along the way and learning through this connection. It's a beautiful energy because all relationships, they're not going to be easy, and there's always something to learn. And I feel like you're ultimately getting on the other side of this situation and seeing better waters here. So far, on the table, we do have fire, air, and water. So you could be dealing with someone who has these elements in their chart, or maybe that's you, but that's not necessary. And I'll continue to call out the signs as we pull more cards. So we have the Five of Wands, the King of Cups in the reverse, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Swords in the reverse. So, what does this all mean? Well, I am sensing that, actually, totally forgot. I don't know why I missed this. The Nine of Wands in the reverse is the overall energy. Okay. So what I'm getting with this card, and Five of Cups underneath this, so something happened here, something that may have really disappointed you. There may be some regrets on someone's end as well, but there's a situation where you've been in your feelings, okay? And things may not have been panning out as expected or as hoped for, but do not worry. But the Nine of Wands in the reverse is the overall energy, is really, really suggesting that there may be a situation that you're in where you're feeling a bit stuck and even a bit drained, okay? You may be even feeling a sense of fear or apprehension and just unsure of what the future holds. And this is why I was saying with meditate and contemplate and learn through this, really surrender those feelings. Just surrender to the divine right now, okay? Because this is what is really going to allow the positive opportunities and positive progression to come in. But it's important that it does so at its natural pace. That's what I'm really getting here. And, you know, you may be feeling as though progress that you have made is threatened in some way. You may be feeling a lack of support or protection. Okay, I'm just sensing a sense of exhaustion. But there's really a need, as I said, to take a step back and take some time to assess the situation, to regroup. If there's a timeout at this time, allow that to take place. Don't force a situation, but allow yourself to feel through whatever this is and learn through it. Okay? So we're actually going to set this down here as the overall energy, so I don't forget about that again, because that's a major component. But, you know, I want to know more about the Five of Wands, because this Five of Wands card, actually, we're going to start with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, because it makes more sense here. For the recent past energy, for some of you, it could be the more distant. Time is fluid, take what resonates. But with this Knight of Swords in the reverse for the past energies, I'm sensing that you or your person, you know, there may have been a situation where someone was acting a bit too quick or expressing themselves in a way without really considering the consequences. Okay, so someone may have been jumping to conclusions, too eager to take on challenges without really thinking, speaking before thinking even. And there could have also been some hesitation or even inconsistency from a person. Okay, there is an air of impulsiveness as well. Now, this is leading up to the current situation where with the Five of Wands, there could be some conflict, because this is telling me that there could be some competition or conflict in this current situation. And you may be feeling like you are in a difficult position and need to defend yourself, or you may be struggling with how to assert yourself against others. Okay, so you may be feeling like you are at odds with a person. And this may actually be throwing your emotions off, or, you know, your emotions may be feeling a bit imbalanced, or someone's emotions or imbalanced emotions could be actually leading to this conflict, because with the King of Cups in the reverse presenting as the block or the challenge in this situation, this is really suggesting emotional challenges or difficulties in emotional expression. So someone could be feeling a bit overwhelmed by their own feelings, or just having trouble understanding one's emotions and how to communicate them. Someone could be coming off emotionally imbalanced, as I said, and there's really this air of emotional coldness as well for some of you. This is just for some of you. And this could be because someone is not expressing themselves, and this could be what is kind of leading to this conflict. Because you may be actually dealing with the situation where there has been issues with communication and action, and possibly even driven by one's emotions. So this conflict could be driven by one's emotions and imbalanced emotions. Okay. So I want to actually get more information about this so far. So by now you should know whether or not this reading is resonating for you. And if it is, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if it's resonating for you, because I do read all my comments, and I would love to know how this is playing out for you. And after we get more information about the situation that I just discussed, we'll dive deeper into you, your person, and the overall outcome. So I want to know more about the Five of Wands, please. Death. So there's some sort of major transformation that is going on at this time. The Hermit. Ten of Pentacles. Tell me more about the the Knight of Swords in reverse. And then we're going to piece this all together. Ace of Cups. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles. With Temperance in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So we have Scorpio energy, Virgo energy here with the two major arcana that popped out, Death and the Hermit. So let's take a look at this. Five of Wands, Death, the Hermit, and the Ten of Pentacles. I am sensing here that there was a situation, some sort of conflict that is bringing about a major change. And this may have been some sort of conflict, whether this is outer or inner conflict, regarding a change that has needed to happen. Someone may have been fighting this change, but overall, something is going through some sort of rebirth. I'm sensing that some sort of conflict is really pushing someone to go within and look at a situation deeper. There was some sort of situation that it felt like a bit of a tower moment, or like something came tumbling down. Or this could be about long-term investments. Okay. But there is this period of change and transition, and it's beautiful. And there could be this anticipation and excitement about the future, but also this sense of uncertainty. And so taking the time to really reflect and analyze the situation is necessary in order to make the best possible decision. But it's almost this energy of fighting for change or some sort of conflict, really, really creating some sort of permanent turning point that is pushing someone. And this person may have pulled back a little bit, whoever is dealing with this, or it could be the both of you together, but to look within regarding a situation that did not feel good. Okay. This could have been a bit, like I said, a bit of a tower moment. Could even be someone that is noticing that someone else, is being pursued by someone. There could be some competition in the mix with this Five of Swords. Okay. Or sorry, this Five of Wands. And for the past energies, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like someone was being a bit inconsistent, hot and cold possibly with their energy, hesitant, all over the place. And all that it was really offering here was this sense of this shaky grounds. And it's almost the sense of someone was just settling, of being in their comfort zone. Someone did not want to step out of their comfort zone. But it really does suggest that, as I said, someone may have been too quick to act or express oneself in the past. Someone may have not been thinking things through, and that is what may have caused this hesitancy or this inconsistency. It's someone just was not really settling on something within their mind. It's this energy of going around and around and around in circles. And the Ace of Cups, in combination with all this, does suggest emotional intensity. But with these other cards, it's like this struggle to really control or express thoughts or even feelings with this Cups energy. And the Seven of Wands in the reverse with all of this is saying that there could have been a sense of powerlessness or frustration in the situation. And it may have made someone feel like they needed to just throw the towel in. But nonetheless, there was this sense of shaky grounds. And as I said, with this Nine of Pentacles, this is really saying that's, and especially with this person on this card looking the other way, someone could have just been in their comfort zone, feeling comfortable in the situation where they were at, content to just stay there rather than taking risks. It was a very stagnant situation despite there being emotional intensity, or this emotional intensity could have been driven by this sense of chaos, which is not fun to feel. But now all of this is leading to either competition or conflict, which is bringing about a major change, and it is forcing someone to look within. So let's check out the King of Cups in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse. I am not surprised. Ace of Swords. The Devil. Three of Wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So definitely some delays here with communication or actions being taken. But I'm sensing that someone's emotions here with the King of Cups in the reverse and Temperance in the reverse are very extreme. And it is possibly pushing someone here to find clarity or really focus in and zoom on something that they may be obsessing over. Someone's emotions is making them or pushing them towards some sort of obsession. And I feel like this is your person. Let's figure out more. I want to know more about your person as well as you. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands. Queen of Swords in the reverse. King of Wands. Six of Cups in the reverse. So this person is taking action towards the past. Someone is very much stuck in the past. Let's check out your energy. Four of Wands in the reverse with the original Six of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Cups though. Four of Swords in the reverse. Very interesting energy. We do have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. Talking about your person, we've got the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the King of Wands, and the Six of Cups in the reverse. I actually very much like this energy. You could be dealing... I am so sorry about that, you guys. I was actually filming and the microphone actually died on me, so I had to stop the recording, and we're backtracking a little bit, but I am happy to do so. So I do apologize about the cut here and so forth, but let's get back into this, because when this happened, I was actually talking about your person. We've got the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the King of Wands, and the Six of Cups in the reverse. I actually very much like this energy. You could be dealing with someone who has air or fire in their chart, but this person is finding the determination and courage to deal with a situation. And I absolutely love this. And this could be because they may be feeling like you are getting away. So I don't know if you are giving this person less attention, your energy has changed up a bit, or whatever this is, but this person, I feel, is being driven by some emotions here to go towards and even face their fears, deal with self-sabotaging ways. And there also may be, as I said, elements of obsession. With the Eight of Wands, Queen of Swords in the reverse, the King of Wands, and the Six of Cups here, I feel like, as I said, there's a sense of determination that is coming from this person and a focus to really get through any obstacles that may be in their way. And I feel like there is a strong desire here to make some sort of progress, and they're willing to put in the effort to make it happen. Now, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, this is saying that it's true that this person, they may lack some clarity or a sense of understanding at first. They may not know exactly what steps they need to take. So they are kind of backtracking a little bit here and they're reassessing the situation, but they're doing so with precision, very precise, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, who is hyper analytical. They're really looking in on the details. They're looking at everything here. So that is what is equipping this person to take action towards something related to the past energies that this person is stuck in, that they're really looking at. This person wants to quickly revisit something related to the past. There is, whether this is a past event, a past situation with you, maybe it's just you in general. Okay, but there's something here that is keeping this person quite stuck in the past. They're wanting to take some action towards it. And they are feeling this determination and courage. And this person may be even willing to take some risks here in order to make the progress that they want to make. And the Six of Cups in the reverse is really telling me that this person is dealing with some nostalgia or longing, and they're trying to find a way to balance this with the current situation. And so if this person is seeing that there is some competition or there is some conflict that is going on between you, there may be, whatever this is, it's like a breaking point because it's pushing this person to make some sort of transformation. There's a rebirth happening that's really pushing this person to look within and to really look at this Ten of Pentacles in reverse situation, which is like this tower moment almost, or like someone's investments and the energy that they've really been setting forth, where they've been investing. And there are elements of obsession. So this person could be very much regretting how they've been inconsistent in the past. I wouldn't jump to saying regret quite yet because I'm not necessarily seeing, like, we did see the Five of Cups, but what I'm feeling is this person's really reassessing and they're really criticizing even themselves, looking back at how they acted in the past. And it's really their emotions that are driving them. This person's emotions may be all over the place. And I think that they're, especially with the Devil and the Queen of Swords in the reverse, I feel like this person is hyper fixated on the past and how they contributed to the current situation. Okay. That's what I'm really getting here so far. And let's take a look at you, because it's showing that you at this time, with the Six of Swords in the reverse, the Four of Wands in the reverse, the Ten of Cups and the Four of Swords in the reverse, it really depends where you are at in this situation and whether or not there is communication. You are definitely feeling a sense of unfinished business, and possibly that the current environment is not, it's like the sense of, I don't know, I would say an unsupportive environment possibly, but this could more so have to do with the instability in this current situation, okay? But there's something here with the Ten of Cups. There's something here with the Ten of Cups, and I feel like this may have to do with the fact that you may know something here, or you may intuitively be feeling something here, that this person is finally taking matters more seriously. I feel that once this person reaches out to you, because they very well may be with this Eight of Wands, because this is a card of action, and they may be thinking about things first and doing as I had mentioned and then taking a step forward. I do feel like you are happy about this renewal, getting out of this retreat energy, but there's still this unfinished business, Six of Swords in the reverse, that needs to be dealt with due to the instability and insecurity of the situation. Okay. And so I'm also feeling that there may be this sense of, being a bit overwhelmed and even confused, and maybe even struggling to make sense of the situation. Like, okay, how do I move forward here? And so you may be just feeling very much stuck in a difficult situation. The Four of Wands in the reverse, though, feeling that lack of support or even security, maybe even feeling a little bit alone, isolated in the situation, and not entirely sure, like I said, how to act, how to move forward. But there's still this sense of love and connection with this person in some way, shape, or form, and that could just be hearing from this person or this person coming back in and seeing that they are wanting to address something. Now, it doesn't mean that you are necessarily going towards this person, but there may be this element of this person showing that they care, of coming back towards you, that they care enough about the situation to come forward. And I don't feel like this person has negative intentions or anything like that. But this person is being pushed over the edge. And maybe this is the test that this person needed. Maybe this is the lesson, the universe had to force upon this person in order to figure out. But, there may be ways here to really strengthen this connection. And you may be looking for that to figure out ways to really cultivate and strengthen this connection with where it's at with this person coming back in. Now, the Four of Swords in the reverse, it does indicate a restless energy. So I would say ground yourself here, but it is showing that you are getting out of this retreat energy. And with the Six of Swords, there is this energy of feeling a bit blocked. You may be dealing with some mental confusion or this unfinished business, but it looks like there is some changes that are coming. And if you have not heard from this person yet, this may be why, but I feel more so you are hearing from someone, and this may be someone coming back from the recent past or maybe even from the more distant past. It really depends on where you are on this timeline, but there is someone here who is being triggered into some sort of permanent transformation, some sort of permanent a turning point. Now, at this time, for some of you, you may have already found your 10 of Cups happiness elsewhere. Okay, this is also a potential situation that could arise. Is that this is someone already from the past that's coming back in, and you have already found happiness elsewhere. That's just for some of you, but I don't really feel like that's the case, because I don't feel like you would necessarily be watching this reading if this was the case. I feel like you are watching this reading for the most of you to see how a certain situation may pan out with someone that is on your mind. And this person may not be on your mind if you are already happy elsewhere. So I do feel like this 10 of Cups is more so indicating the connection that you may be feeling when you speak with this person. Okay. Very interesting. So off the bat, I just want to get some more information about the King of Swords in the reverse. Page of Swords. Okay, so there's communication coming in either way here. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Definitely some sort of message. Definitely some sort of message here. Now, the King of Swords in the reverse does indicate an energy that may bring about some challenges, because there may be very clear, direct communication about something. Okay, there may be some challenges here. I will not lie. Okay, there may be some difficult decisions with the Two of Swords that need to be faced, and they may need to be dealt with in order to really, really reach the desired outcome. And so it really may be about, I'm just seeing this image of trying to get through a maze in my head and trying to just navigate this. And there may need to be a firm stance. Someone may need to step into some assertive energy here as well. And whatever comes in with this communication, it may call for careful thinking and even analysis in order to really make the best decisions and actually navigate this situation. So you may be really looking towards logic. I mean, this is all swords energy, so you're really going to be utilizing the mind as well as your person. And you also need to be aware of any potential power dynamics that could be at play. And there still may be this situation of dealing with working through a situation where you two are kind of, feeling at odds. But I feel like this is being worked through. I feel like someone is looking at a situation very, very like logically to the point and really removing emotions from it. This is a rational, logical decision. And this is very much shown with the King of Swords in the reverse. But there's a bit of a light energy with the Page of Swords, indicating that someone is willing to look at this with an open mind, because pages are students and so forth. But they're looking at the logic and what makes sense, right? Because these are swords. Swords energy, logic, data, what makes sense, logic, as I said. The Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords in the reverse, this indicates stalemate energy, but the Ten of Swords in reverse does indicate recovery and feeling like it's ready. It's time for these swords to fall out so healing can begin. But someone may be looking at this and asking themselves, if I step back towards this person, is this just prolonging the inevitable of something? I feel as though someone is feeling a bit stuck between a rock and a hard place. And I feel like there are definitely some challenges and certain obstacles that need to be worked through. And I feel like conversation and effective communication is really going to be the key here. And I do feel like a lot, if there was a time out here, I feel like a lot has crossed your mind, especially if you've been meditating and contemplating. And this may also be additional advice here that is really, really encouraging you to continue to utilize those tools here, to just really spend time with yourself, look within, and really see which way it is that you want to go. Okay, but there definitely, I'm sensing, especially with the swords energy down here, that this may be your person coming in here and putting you in a place where a decision needs to be made. I feel like this person is coming in from the past. They're being driven by emotions and even obsession in some way, shape, or form. This person could really be feeling as though they messed up. The situation for you, I feel in the past, as I said, was very draining for you. And even when this person comes in, you may be a bit conflicted and feeling a bit stuck on how to deal with this, because I don't think you want this past energy. I think you want something new, but you're dealing with someone who is going to be pursuing you and someone who is really, excuse me, wanting to do what it takes, maybe even some risks, to take the lead and bring in particular progress. Okay, but even in doing so, it's not like you can just plow over the past, right? There are certain things that I feel need to be addressed and talked about, and this really sorry, I cannot talk to you guys. This opportunity to really learn through this, as two people in a connection, and there maybe some very valuable lessons here for the both of you in this connection, if this is some sort of connection that you are thinking about pursuing for the long term, and they are as well. But I definitely do feel like some sort of offer or message is coming in here for you. Okay, and it may be someone with earth in their chart. Could really be anyone. Fire. We've got cups. We've got swords. So you could really be dealing with anyone, but that is what I'm really getting for you, Virgo. If this happens to resonate, please, please, please let me know below in the comments. I do read all of my comments, and I would love to hear from you. And I am actually doing this thing where I while I'm reading through the comments, I'm also pulling cards for people. So if you would like for me to possibly pull a free oracle card for you just for fun, be sure to comment below, and also let me know your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and all of that. If you know it, of course, let me know what's going on with the situation. If it resonates, if it doesn't resonate, that's fine. Just let me know your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and let me know, hey, this doesn't resonate, but I would still love an oracle card pulled for me, because yeah, I'm going through comments and pulling oracle cards just for fun for people. So if you'd like to be a part of that, let me know below. But yeah, that is what I have for you. If you would like to join me over at the extended reading, the link for that is in the description box below. And if you'd like to follow me over there, we're going to be exploring so much more, some advice, some guidance, additional predictions, feelings, intentions, what you may not know. I mean, we really just explore a lot of things, and in the description box below, you will actually find a list of all the things that we explore. These readings are completely customized, so really really depends on what shows up in the reading. So that's why I can't let you guys know exactly right now what's going to be included. Just the basics I can tell you, like I said, feelings, intentions, what you may not know, why a person feels a certain way, the long-term advice, guidance, timing, blocks. Those are the typical things we look into, but in so many situations, we explore so much more. So be sure to check out the details of what we explore in the description box below. But yeah, that is what I have for you. Keep watching to check out a preview of this, by the way. But yeah, thank you so much, Virgos. I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. This person doesn't want to accept anything else, though. It's like other things that are being offered to them. It's still not what they're looking for. It's not what they want. I don't know if this person tried to move on. I don't feel like it's a fluid process for them. Like I said, they could be going back and forth, back and forth. But there's something here that has pushed this person into analysis paralysis. Okay, yeah, so there was some sort of heartbreak here, something that happened, something that caused pain, some sort of, because there may have been a resistance to do. Will be texting you.